Listen.
By now, you may have noticed that the Negro Leagues had great nicknames. As a matter of fact, if you didn't have a nickname, well, you probably couldn't play. And one of the great nicknames and one of the greatest players that you likely never heard of was the legendary Norman Stearns, a.k.a. Turkey Stearns. The great cool Papa Bell would say that if Turkey Stearns is not in the Hall of Fame, then no one should be in the Hall of Fame.
Ooh, that Turkey Stearns was something. Somebody could hit the ball. I played with him, against him, and he could run, too. Yeah, he could throw. He could do everything, and was a gentleman. Who I think hit the most home run? Turkey Stearns, I would say.
Norman Turkey Stearns earned his nickname Turkey because when he ran the base pass, his arms flapped like a turkey. But as I remind folks, this turkey could fly. Around the base pass and in the outfield, tracking down everything that came his way, and he had a cannon for a throwing arm. There was nothing that Turkey Stearns couldn't do on a baseball field.
No, you just gotta open your eyes.
Bottom of the first. And now the center fielder, Turkey Stearns.
You know, Norman Stearns sometimes had a different explanation for how he came to be called Turkey. He said it was because he had a pot belly as a kid, and some other kids thought he looked like a turkey. Man, kids can be so mean. Anyhow, the name stuck.
Cut on and lifted in the air. And there's one away. So the batting order turns over. Turkey Stearns stepping to the plate now. To the right side, and that chance handled. Throws to first in time, and that is the inning. The numbers Turkey put up as a rookie in 1923 are just eye-popping. He batted .366 with 18 homers and 89 knocked in, and a Detroit Stars record .703 slugging percentage. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Bell sizing this one up. He's got it, and there's one away.
One interesting thing about Turkey, he batted and threw lefty his whole career, but he was a natural right-hander. Apparently, he burned his arm as a young man and switched to hitting left-handed.
Stearns. The next to hit takes outside. Late on that fastball.
1-1.
Next offering is down low. Oh, that was scorched. Forget it. Turkey Stearns with a tremendous home run.
Well, Norman Turkey Stearns, as a member of the Detroit Stars, played at Mack Park, which had what looked like a friendly 265 wall down the right field line. But what you'll want to remember is that wall was 12 feet high. And Norman Turkey Stearns knew that he needed to hit it high and let it fly. Satchel Paige would talk about Norman Turkey Stearns' hitting prowess, that he said Turkey would always hit him. In a game, he had collected 3 hits off of him. And Satchel said, the 4th time up at the plate, I felt like I better just roll the ball to the plate because I can't get him out. When Leroy Satchel Paige says that, then you know you must be a great hitter, and Turkey Stearns was just that.
Runner at third with one gone. And here's the slugging Turkey Stearns. Down the line. Long run on his horse. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. And a swing and a miss.
Take a look out at the right field wall here at Mack Park. It was no joke. Turkey Stearns used to say that wall needed a tall fly ball if you were going to hit a homer.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. Fastball at the letters, froze him for strike 3. Stepping in, Turkey Stearns. Swinging a foul straight back.
It wasn't just in Detroit where Turkey showed off some serious power. Buck Leonard said he could hit him through heavy winds in Chicago's Southside Park, and not a lot of players could do that.
Tosses across to first, and they get Stearns for the out. 1 down, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Turkey Stearns. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1.
1-0.
Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's the center fielder, Turkey Stearns. Swing and a ball drilled center field. In position. Drops into the glove, and that'll do it. One down, runner at third. And now the center fielder, Turkey Stearns. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch. To third. Fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second, and that's a double. Turkey Stearns stepping to the plate now. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. On the ground, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And that's all they'll get. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now here is Turkey Stearns. That one the other way. Slings to first. 1 up, 1 down. Turkey Stearns now at the plate.
Here.
Runner on at third, 1 gone.
No balls, 1 strike.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In to score is the runner from third, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. And he can't get back to first in time as the big turn costs him. And the batter now, Turkey Stearns. Pitch misses. Ball 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
1-1.
Not close with that one, and it's 2-1. Hard hit right side. Sends it to first, and they get Stearns for the out. First and second, 2 outs. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Turkey Stearns. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Oh, and 2 now.
That's a ball. That's a ball.
Two outs. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Man at first with 1 gone. Next to hit, Turkey Stearns. On its way to the corner. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. And a pitch. On the ground, 2 ball. 1 at second. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Runner at third with 1 gone. And here's the slugging Turkey Stearns. And foul ball. In the air, left field. Settles underneath it. Nabs it. Runner tagging from third. The relay to the plate. Not in time. He's safe. And a run comes in to score. Turkey Stearns stepping to the plate now. This one in the air, center field. Sizes this one up. And that's the 3rd out. He was late there. Strike 1.
It's 0-1.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
0-2.
And there's a ball.
That's a ball. 2-2.
And now 2-2. On the ground. And that's just foul. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 2 outs, runner at first. At the plate, Turkey Stearns. And first offering is fouled off. In the dirt. Goes to second. Save. And he's into scoring position with 2 away on a wild pitch. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Gassed it right by him. Turkey Stearns getting ready to hit. Oh, that was scorched. Forget it. Turkey Stearns with a tremendous home run. Runner at third, nobody out. Now the left fielder. Fly ball center field. Turkey makes the catch. Now the throw home. Fires to the plate. Got him. Turkey Stearns with a laser to cut down the run and keep the Stars in front.
Unlike the power personified by Josh Gibson, here's Norman Turkey Stearns weighing in at about 165 pounds. So you didn't just automatically see power hitter, but maybe old Turkey had you just where he wanted you, because they would look at him standing there at home plate with his legendary pigeon-toed stance. And I think all the pitchers thought, oh man, I got this dude right where I want him. And old Turkey had him set up, and he would knock that thing out the ballpark with the best of them. Is why a lot of people are surprised to learn that he led the Negro Leagues in home runs 7 seasons. He hit over 300 in 16 seasons. He now ranks number 6 in career Major League lifetime batting average and number 6 in all-time slugging percentage. I guess that's why you could say you never judge a book by its cover.
Bases loaded for the Stars, and here comes the big bat of Turkey Stearns. Yeah, that's fouled off. Turkey Stearns was an absolute extra base machine, leading the league in triples 6 times and in homers 7 times. No other player in baseball history has even done it 5 times each. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. And that misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
The way Turkey hit, it's no surprise he was very protective of his bats. Buck O'Neil said Turkey carried them around in a special case like they were violins. And he even caught Turkey talking to his bats one night in the team hotel.
1 down, runner at first. Turkey Stearns stepping to the plate now. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And there's 2 down.
You know, Boog, Turkey hit for the cycle as a rookie just over a month into his career.
Chris, seriously, is this just an excuse for you to talk about the time you hit for the cycle as a rookie?
No, well, you know, maybe.
In the air, left side. He's there. He's got it. And that is that.
Not only was Turkey Stearns a great hitter, he was an amazing outfielder, too. Double Duty Ratcliffe said nobody could cover more outfield than him, not even Willie Mays.
Swung on, belted. And it one-hops the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay throw. The tag out. That ends the inning, but they do score a run here. Now the batter now, Turkey Stearns. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Struck him out looking. Here's the center fielder, Turkey Stearns. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Two out, space is empty. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. One out, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Turkey Stearns. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Out number 2. Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Turkey Stearns digs in now. Just missed.
That's the ball. 1-0.
Left field. Makes the catch for the out. Turkey Stearns stepping to the plate now. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Ball. 1-1.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. And that is out of play. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. One down. Turkey Stearns, the next to hit. That one not close. And that's ball 1. Ripped on a line to center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. Base is empty, 1 away. Turkey Stearns will hit next. That one
ball,
misses.
No,
and that is ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
1-1.
Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side. And that one handled to first. And they get Stearns for the out. And we're back. Here's the center fielder, Turkey Stearns. And first offering is fouled off. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Bases loaded for the Stars, and here comes the big bat of Turkey Stearns. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. 1 runs in. He's in there. Now they've got him in a rundown. Now he can't get back to the bag. Oh, no. A huge base running mistake there. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Stearns now at the plate. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
It's 0-1.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And it's off the wall. Headed to the plate. The relay. And he's out. So digging in, Turkey Stearns. Now a screamer into the outfield. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One away. Oh, that was scorched. Forget it. Turkey Stearns with a tremendous home run. Chance for Turkey Stearns to do some damage for Detroit as he digs in here. Swing and a foul out of play.
Turkey Stearns' rivals were amazed he hit as well as he did. Jimmy Crutchfield said he had a batting stance that you'd swear couldn't let anybody hit a baseball at all, but you couldn't criticize him for it when he was hitting everything they threw at him.
Makes the grab on the run. 2 down. Turkey Stearns stepping to the plate now. And that one fouled off. Yeah, that story from Jimmy Crutchfield singing, it matches up with Satchel Paige's assessment. He said Turkey was as good as Josh Gibson, as good as anybody that ever played. That's hard hit on the line. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And there are 2 down.
Turkey showed off a lot of power his whole career. In his mid-30s, he tied Mule Suttles with 16 homers to lead the Coast Winter League. They were teammates that year on the Nashville Elite Giants, and some people consider that the best black team ever in that league.
Hard hit left side. Jump throw. Nicely done for the out. Back now from Hilldale Park. And now the center fielder, Turkey Stearns. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that's down and away.
Reno.
Here's a 3-0. Now this is in the air down the line. Moving under this one. Brings it in. 1 up, 1 down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Turkey Stearns. First pitch misses. On the ground to first, could be 2. There's 1. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. Here's the center fielder, Turkey Stearns. One out, base is empty. That one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. The throw into second. And he's out, trying for 2. Turkey Stearns digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. Fastball is outside. Line drive, caught. So 1 out, nobody on. Turkey Stearns, the next to hit. Missed inside with the curve. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. The 1-1. Backed off the plate that time.
Aye. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So runner at second, 2 down. Turkey Stearns will hit next. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. Oh, that was scorched. Forget it. Turkey Stearns with a tremendous home run.
As a power hitter, Turkey Stearns really never counted his home runs, particularly if they didn't help them win a game. As a matter of fact, the great Buck O'Neil joined the Monarchs the same year that Turkey was there. And Turkey, like most great hitters, had multiple bats. And so in this particular game, he hit it to the warning track, where the opposition caught it right on the base of the warning track. And that night, Buck says he goes up to check on Turkey in his hotel room, and there's Turkey sitting in the bed with the 2 bats. He had the lighter bat that he had used for the flyout, and he's got the heavier bat. And he looks at the lighter bat and says, if I hadn't used you, and I would have used you, I would have hit that ball out the ballpark. Now, I'm not going to say that Turkey was superstitious, but there might have been a little bit of stitious to his game, and it served him well because Norman Turkey Stearns was a tremendous all-around hitter who hit for power and hit for average.
Scoring opportunity for the Monarchs as Turkey Stearns steps to the dish against Leon Day. And that one almost got him.
Yeah! 1-1.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Turkey Stearns takes Leon Day deep for a 3-run shot. 1 out. Runner at second. Turkey Stearns getting ready to hit. And a foul ball.
Turkey Stearns caught an incredible legacy in Detroit, especially when you consider that the addition of Negro League statistics to MLB's record book in 2024 put him in the top 7 in career batting average, slugging percentage, and OPS.
They got it for out number 2. Chris, you brought up Turkey's legacy in Detroit. I'd say it's between him and Ty Cobb for the best outfielder ever in that city, even ahead of Al Kaline. That's the kind of player Turkey Stearns was. And that one in the air center field, under it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
I agree that Turkey's on the same level as Cobb, Boog. If you adjust his career stats over a 162-game average, That's a .348 batting average with 31 homers and 165 RBIs per season. That's right up there with Babe Ruth, Jimmy Fox, and Barry Bonds. Incredible.
Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Turkey Stearns stepping to the plate now.
That's a ball. Oh, yeah. One and one.
Fouled off. He was late. Two on, two outs. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Turkey Stearns hailed from Nashville, Tennessee. Fell in love with the game of baseball at an early age, and it would ultimately lead him to his dream of playing in the Negro Leagues. There are those who will say that Turkey Stearns, like a lot of the great players from the Negro Leagues, should have had an opportunity to play in the major leagues. And they're right. But Turkey Stearns harbored no bitterness, never expressed any ill will toward anyone who may have attempted to perpetrate something against them as they were trying to play baseball in this country. And I find that spirit to be so endearing. Turkey Stearns knew that he played with and against some of the greatest athletes to ever play this game. They just happened to be in the Negro Leagues. And I'm so proud that the city of Detroit has continued to recognize the exploits of Norman Turkey Stearns with the renovation of Hamtramck Stadium in Detroit. The field is aptly named for Norman Turkey Stearns. And of course, the great Turkey Stearns flew himself into the National Baseball Hall of Fame in 2000, a place that he so deserved to be.
Turkey Stearns steps in with a chance to pad the early lead for KC. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Turkey Stearns and the Detroit Stars played at Mack Park through 1929, but a fire burned down the grandstand. They moved to Hamtramck Stadium in 1930, and Ty Cobb threw out the first pitch at the first game there.
That one hammered center field. Ranging back. And that one is out of here. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Red Sox. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. Today's starting pitcher, Rube Foster. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he's very unique for one clear reason, Boog, and that's because he throws a screwball, a legit screwball. It's not just a two-seam fastball that has run. And pretty much no one throws a true screwball in this game anymore, but he does, and he actually can be really effective with the pitch. It kind of breaks like a slider, but it moves to the pitcher's arm side instead of the glove side. You know, I'm really excited to see it in action because I've heard it is devastating.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Foster winds and fires. This to third. Johnson handles this one. Tosses to first, and the first out of the game is an easy one. Up next for the Pirates, Liover Peguero. That one hit the knees for a strike. Inside, and it's 1-1. One out, base is empty. Hit on the ground to short. Doby handles, throws to first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first. Brian Reynolds here.
Right fielder, number 10, Brian Reynolds.
And a big swing and a miss. 2 outs, base is empty. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Pirates go 1-2-3. Back at Globe Life Field. And starting in this one, Mike Burrows.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
And here is Turkey Stearns. There's a strike. That one the other way. Peguero whips it to first. And they get Stearns for the out.
Batting second.
Here's the left fielder, Lou Brock. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Pham on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Josh Gibson stepping in now.
Gibson.
That's inside.
That's inside.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball.
1-1.
Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one hit to right. Reynolds makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back in Arlington, here's O'Neal Cruz.
The center fielder, O'Neal.
Well, we'll always remember how Cruz left his mark on Major League Baseball in his debut. 3 innings into his first game, he had the hardest throw by any infielder in baseball, the hardest hit ball all season by a Pirate, and the fastest sprint speed by a Pirate. This guy does it all.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the screwball, and it was worthwhile. This is Joey Bart. There's the strike. Bart measures 6 feet 2 inches. 28 years old. A former first-round pick back in 2018. No score here in the second. Swings and misses. 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 2 down, bases empty. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Spencer Horwitz. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1.
And strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gibson gathers, throws to first, and it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. Judy Johnson digging in now. Burrows back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Ground ball up the middle. A dive. Nice stop. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop. Gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Here's Thompson to hit now. Chris, he's their team leader when it comes to RBIs. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And that's ball 1. Late with the swing there.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time for the 2nd out. Good job to clean it up after the drop 3rd strike.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
Peguero throws to first, and that is the inning. New inning getting started. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Jared Triolo. Foul ball there. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Here's Tommy Pham. Line drive and foul ball. Line to left. Brock makes the grab for the 2nd out. And now it's Andrew McCutchen.
The designated hitter, Andrew McCutchen.
That's to 3rd, and that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Gets a piece and stays alive. And the pitch. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now it's the shortstop, Larry Doby. Nobody on his team has been better at driving in runs this season, Singy. Hard hit to 3rd. In plenty of time to first, and a quick out number 1. Martin Digo digging in now. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. That misses the zone. Ball one. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Swing, and he breaks his bat. Horowitz makes the grab, and there's 2 down. So up next, Willie McCovey.
Willie McCovey.
Up the middle, Gonzalez tosses to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. That one out to right. Chops it underneath it. And it's caught for the out. Leover Peguero digs in now. Grounded out his first time up.
Leover Peguero.
Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Liner snagged at first. Brian Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. When you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Swings through that one.
0-2.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Back at Globe Life Field, and now the center fielder, Turkey Stearns.
The center fielder, Turkey Stearns.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
This group of hitters, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Brock in the box now, takes strike one.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Double play ball to second. There's one. Out. On to first in time. Double play.
Now
here's the catcher, Josh Gibson.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
2 outs. That one finds the zone. 0-2 now.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
And there's a hit.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Now a chance for Judy Johnson. The other way, and foul ball. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. Ready now for the 5th inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz. Foster back to work. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
That
Ball
misses.
outside.
And the count even 1-1. Just
That's ball
missed.
2-1.
Late swing, foul to the left. Got him. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Here's Joey Bart now.
The catcher, number 14, Joey Bart.
In the air, out towards left center. And Stearns makes the grab for the out. 2 down. Spencer Horwitz, the next Pirate to hit.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
That's a strike, and it's 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Hank Thompson steps into the box.
Thompson.
The pick behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And the leadoff man set down in their half
Now
of the 5th.
batting, number 29.
Tony Stone digging in now.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Tap foul at the plate. Stone, 32 years old, She's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in West Virginia.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power.
She swings and lifts one to deep center field. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. She did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back. Grabs it right up against the wall. Top six at the plate for Pittsburgh, Jared Triolo. Slapped foul. On the ground to third. On to McCovey. Leadoff man retired in the sixth. Tommy Pham, the next Pirate to hit. 0 for 1 so far. Line drive. Grabs it on the run. And there are 2 outs. Here's McCutcheon.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job. He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. High fly ball, right field. Thompson under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's Martin Digo stepping into the box.
Martin Digo.
That one fouled off.
Well, these players just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Throw to first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout. So digging in, Willie McCovey.
Well, he made it look easy, but I can tell you that was not a favorable matchup.
McCovey.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball.
All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Coming on is Pham to make the play. 2 away.
The center fielder.
Turkey Stearns stepping to the plate now. 1 for 2. This one in the air. And that is that. Top of inning number 7. And now the Pirates leadoff man, Nick Gonzalez. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
In there at the knees, and that is strike 2. In the dirt. Gibson over to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Leover Figueroa now at the plate.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got the game come to you.
0 for 2 in this one. Oscar Charleston getting loose there. He's now in the game at first.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just Throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And now the right fielder, Brian Reynolds, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. In the dirt, 1-0. And another ball. Next offering is in for a strike. The Pirates hitless so far in the game. There's a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Outside. And now it's 3-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. In danger of losing the perfect game here. Strike 3, struck him out for the 3rd time today. Leading off, Lou Brock.
For San Diego, the left fielder, Lou Brock.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Off the mark there. 1-1.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late. That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
And that one almost hit him. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
Now batting, the catcher.
Now it's going to be Josh Gibson. There goes Brock. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. He's under it. Squeezes it. Here's the third baseman, Judy Johnson.
Number 6.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. Can't glove it cleanly, but he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
High fly ball out into left center field. Coming on is Pham to make the play. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz. Foster back to work. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
0-2 with the count.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Joey Bart. Still a ways to go, but this is miss stuff right now. Fought off foul. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That's off the inside corner, and the count 1-2. In there, base hit, and the bid for history is gone.
And just like that, the perfect game bid is no more. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that
runner takes off. That one pulled foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base.
Down on strikes, looking for the second straight plate appearance. Now at the plate, Jared Triolo.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
This one in the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Line drive, base hit. And that moves the go-ahead run to scoring position with 2 gone.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats.
That one the other way. Nice grab. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Braxton Ashcraft. And he'll feature a hard slider to work off his fastball. And now Tony Stone. And that one fouled off.
There's a hitter right there that really trusts her hands. I mean, you have to wait a little bit longer with the breaking ball. She did that, and she still had the power to drive it the other way. Just couldn't keep it fair.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That missed by a lot. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. And the batter will be the shortstop, Larry Doby.
That swing right there tells me she's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but she made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Here's Diego.
This guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
That one ripped, but foul. Ashcraft, 25 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2018. And a swing and a miss there.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. A massive home run. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Oscar Charleston stepping in now. Next pitch misses, and it's 1-2. Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back in Arlington, here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. What are you looking to do in these spots? You're down a run. You're leading off the inning.
He's not a power hitter, a guy that's looking to tie it up with one swing. So he's going to take and get into this at bat and try to get deep into the bat. Ultimately, however he can, get to first base.
Roki Sasaki gets the call from the pen. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Got him looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Now it's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That one's upstairs, ball 1. And fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining. Leover Peguero, the next Pirate to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Lifted to left, and that should do it. This one is over.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these pitchers did on the mound today.
1-0 the final. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.